other through stormy weather. Making leaps and bounds through advocacy. Spreading joy and awareness for all to see. There's no community without you and me. We stand on the shoulders of giants. We build each other up. We expand our networking and resources. We never give up. We stand for what is right. We never go down without a fight. The African proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child. I say, it takes a village to become a community. So community, please stand up. We are waiting.
Two, three, four.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard to live it, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause who knows what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming. I know, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. And then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. And he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Whoa, there've been times that I thought, whoa, I wouldn't last too long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. Oh, yes it will.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
What's that saying? Breaking down the rumor. I'm smiling now. Speaking for the people who was going around. Taking chose to power. The whisper and the shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah. Talking noise. Hey yeah. Say it again. Say we're talking noise. Yeah. Talking noise. Really don't have to fool around. Never noise keeps us lined up. When truth divine, the sign that you is a sign of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the sand. We're talking noise. Yeah. Talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise.
Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
Clap your hands, everybody. Yeah. If y'all notice, I want y'all to sing a
Sunny day, not miles away, on my way to where the air is free. And I'll be confident, I guess you can
Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Honey Ho. Yes, yes,
I thought it was.
yes.
I was
Sama Lama
really
Tina. Ding
in my
dong ding.
zone.
What'd you say, Mama Noise?
I was in the zone. He said,
I was in the zone
"Time to
too.
get to Sesame Street." Yeah. You know, I was like, yeah, it's got to. Yeah,
I think you just like singing deep sometimes, which is the excuse you gave me to play the song in the first place.
what?
You just want to sing deep. You like singing deep. You're the Zeta Tony Braxton.
Wow. I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm just saying. I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on, good people? Talking Noise is back in the building. It's Mr. Noise, it's Mama Noise, it's the incomparable Al B is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Surviving all things explosion today.
Surviving.
Rough day today.
It's been it's been a lot in years in a city.
I'm just saying, brother, what y'all got going on in the field?
Hey, somebody ain't pleased.
Oh.
Is that what
But if God is not happy, things happen. So
I understand, brother. I understand. Well, we're here to have a good time tonight, despite the circumstances of our nation. And let me explain, because I'm sure a lot of people were wondering why y'all come on last week. We needed y'all last Wednesday. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. We didn't feel like coming on last week. Just like y'all didn't feel like talking to nobody last Wednesday, we didn't feel like talking to nobody last week.
I was gonna say,
I
what
wasn't
nobody
ready.
talking last week, and folks was like, I don't want to talk.
I wasn't ready. I needed a moment.
last Wednesday I was busy deleting posts from my social media.
That part right there.
I didn't even get on social media because I knew what was gonna happen if I did, and so I just chose not to get on at all. And then I told Mama Noise I'm gonna watch him. I didn't even work. I watched the movie. I just relaxed my mind. I just had to take it in. It was a lot.
It's still a lot. I had some of my sorors that was like, a couple of them did Zooms where everybody could just jump on Zoom and just voice how they were feeling, and it was pretty.
And I appreciate that in a private setting, but this is a public platform, and I just knew we shouldn't do this until we were absolutely ready to handle it. And I think I'm ready to handle it tonight. I think I am.
Oh, okay. Well,
we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
You prayed up.
I'm prayed up. I've sent up. What's the song, Al? I've sent up my timber.
Your timber. Okay. Well,
I've sent up my timber. Hopefully, it's burning. It's burning. I'm actually
burning
up
bright.
some timber right now. I'm burning up some stuff right now. To affect the atmosphere. So this could be. So you can walk away with some positive information and also hope for tomorrow, because we did deem the show a time to talk, a time to heal, and a time to accept. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to accept that Donald Trump is going to be the president.
Damn.
Wait a minute, Spence. I don't know if you can jump on into that.
I mean, it's where we are.
I know, but it's like you jump past what happened.
No, I ain't jumping past nothing. Sometimes you gotta. I have not said it out loud yet, so I'm saying it out loud because the first step of overcoming guilt and grief is acceptance. So I'm accepting it. He's gonna be the president.
What the hell?
I'm just saying we gotta let it. We gotta let it.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Well, listen. Sometimes you gotta listen, Azaria. We agreed on this. We can agree. We hate it a lot. But it doesn't change anything. It is the reality of our next 4 years. It is happening. Like when I first heard it, I was like,
Oh my God!
you know. And then when I started looking at who was failing us, I was like,
What are you doing?
and then after a while, I was just like,
Okay.
it's a process, Mama Noise. It's a process. You got to work through the steps.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Noise. Thank you that you're saying that we it's a process, and thank you that you know all of
But
that.
low key, Mama Noise, for real. If I'm being honest, I'm also like,
Let me out.
All of the above.
I'm just saying.
I
Because
completely agree. All of the above.
I have been looking into flights to Bali. I'm just saying. It's cheap in Bali. Cheap.
Are we done with
And I
that?
think that's where all Diddy's friends are gonna end up. So no, I won't go there.
I don't want that. I won't be part of that party. I don't want to be that party.
And I definitely don't
Okay,
want to go to Haiti because they shooting up airplanes.
yeah, they shoot up airplanes in Haiti. I can't do that.
I
Are
won't
you
go.
got that Mama Noise? They shot the Spirit airline. They shot the airline in
Oh, it's
Haiti.
more than Spirit. It was a Spirit, a JetBlue, and an American airline.
Wow.
So now they are ceasing all flights to Haiti.
Is Haiti mad at America for electing Donald Trump? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, but I know black women are.
Well, I know black women are. You ripping the band-aid off too. We ain't even got to that part of the show yet.
Well, I'm just saying you kind of went in and said, "Well, we got to accept it." I'm like, wait a minute.
We are in the acceptance phase of the show, Mama Noise. But I was trying to ease them in. You trying to now you
I'm like, how did we get here?
How did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be. Well, that lyric is on point, ain't it? Oh man. Well, let me just say this. So I will back up to explain a little bit of that part. About 3 weeks prior to the election, a story broke, very quiet story, or at least it seemed like it was quiet at the time, but it was significant to me. And the New York Times talked about, I think it was the New York Times or Wall Street Journal, may have been the Wall Street Journal. One of them said, and I quote, Kamala Harris is losing the grip of black men. Losing the grip? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean she's losing the grip? And the story, I went on to read the article, and the article said black men have a strong distrust in her being the next president of the United States. And when I read that article, I said, okay, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Now, somebody said something today on a podcast, and I'm going to share it with you guys. They said 13 million people. There are 13 million black people in America. Or no, I'm sorry. We only make up 13% of America, right? So they were like, we can't possibly affect the election that much. And I said, well, how many people are there in America? About 350 million. We can do this in real time. How many people are there in America? 334
I'll say it's
million.
about 300 something. I was gonna say 330 something million.
Okay, so if there's 334 million people in America, right?
I think it's only 4 million
we'll do this in real time.
more than the last election.
Say that again.
I think it's only 4 million more than the last election.
4 million more than the last election. Okay, so it's 334 million, and we make up 13% according to this article, or whatever this was. That's 43 million people. Now, how many people voted? How many people did Donald Trump win? Now used to vote? 74 million? I'm just saying. For all of you who don't think your vote mattered, it's a math problem. This ain't even hard. It's a math problem. If all 43 million vote for President Harris, and she just gets half of what he has, she wins. That's simple.
Okay.
Not hard at all.
Mm-hmm.
But she would have had to get high 90% in every urban community in America, which I don't think she did, or every urban state in America, which we'll get into the numbers here in just a second. But I'm just setting the stage for everybody to help you understand. Because I heard somebody say that today, and I was like, I don't think you understand what you're saying when you say that. When you say, if we all voted for her, she still wouldn't have won. That's not true at all. That's not even close to true. 13% is 43 million people. You try to tell me 43 million people can't affect an election where over half the people in America don't even vote? I'm just saying, just trying to make it make sense.
I'm floored.
What are you floored about, Mama Noah?
Because, you know, that big lump sum of black men that decided they was not going to vote because she was a black woman and they didn't want a black woman leading the country is disturbing.
So I'm glad you brought that up, Mama Noise, because people were wondering, well, how did black men do? Black men voted for her on a national level at 77%. That is a massive number. Because that means 21% voted for Donald Trump. 21%. That's huge. I'm not sure since I've been alive that's ever happened.
I don't understand.
I don't think
I was
black
trying to
people have
think.
voted. Go ahead. Now,
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was trying to think, when was the last time a Democratic president, without looking it up, I'm sure I could have looked it up,
right.
the last time a Democratic president lost a popular vote?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't remember either. Because that also normally does not
Had to
happen.
be Bill Clinton's first election or before Bill Clinton.
It had to be before Bill Clinton. It had to be. Because since I've been voting, I don't think a Democrat has ever lost the popular vote. But men in high numbers abandoned Kamala Harris in very high numbers.
Our brown skin, because we're not going to let them off the hook.
Who's that?
Our brown skin brothers and sisters abandoned Kamala as well.
Oh, our brown skin brothers really let abandon it. They was like, nah. They was like, nah. We're not doing it. I got the numbers for you. Latino men, 55% voted for Donald Trump, 43% voted for Kamala Harris. Black men, 77% voted for Kamala Harris, 21% voted for Donald Trump. And you say, well, 77% is good. That's terrible. Because most of the time, a Democratic candidate with black men gets somewhere in the 90%. So if 43 million of the people in America are black, 21% voting for Donald Trump is a significant number. That's not a small number. So black men did not show up for this black woman. Simple as that.
Why though?
Brown men, as Al said, did not show up for this black woman.
Why? Why did black men not show up?
Well, before we get to that, I got to introduce the incomparable, and I just wore this hat tonight to make y'all laugh a little bit. But now it's time to get serious. Before I get into that, let's introduce and welcome to the show, back to the show, the dark Clark Gable himself. And happy Veterans Day to you, sir. No, don't do that. I'm trying to give you your props, man.
Oh my gosh.
And happy Veterans Day to you, sir. Cuz Noise is in the building, aka Jay Jordan. Give it up for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. You sound crispy.
And what does my complexion have to do with how I sound?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with it. Listen, I recognize that you are eye candy for this show, sir. And so what I'm not going to do is miss an opportunity for the people watching live and the rewatch game to see all of that chocolate goodness.
Oh, wow. Wow.
In other words, I am exploiting you, sir. You and Al. I wish
Wow.
Al would get back to the screen because our numbers go up tremendously when Al is on the screen.
Wow.
Tremendously.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not a fool.
Yeah, I do be getting messages.
Mama Noise, how are you?
I am disappointed.
Mama Noise was fish grease hot Wednesday morning. I'm not gonna hold you because she slept through it and didn't know until I woke up and told her. And when I woke up and told her, she was hot. She went immediately to her internets and did exactly what Al did. It's time to unfriend some of you ninjas. If you act like you're gonna celebrate, you're off the team.
One of my friends inbox me talking about, oh, it's like that. So
it is like that, sir.
How should I feel if the person you wanted to win? I'm saying, bro, I'm not going back and forth with you. Unfriend, unfollow, and let's move on.
Yeah, I didn't even give him an opportunity to inbox me. I didn't even give him an opportunity to inbox me, ma'am, sir. You've been unfriended, blocked,
right,
unfollowed,
right.
All of the above.
So before we get to the question as to why
I didn't snooze you for 30 days.
Right. So before we get to the question of why black men specifically failed in this election, I want to know transparently, how did we all feel once we found out that she lost, and then now that we found out some of the reasons why? So Mama Noise, we'll start with you ladies first, of course. How do you feel that when you found out she lost, and now that you know all of the reasons why? What are your thoughts?
They're both the same. Disappointment. I'm disappointed. As a culture, we've always talked about, if we were given the opportunity, man, like all the effort we gave when President Obama and Michelle was trying to get in the White House, we gave all this effort when the first 4, and then we gave all the effort the next 4, and then when a black woman, one that got farther than Hillary, had the opportunity to get into the White House and show the world that not just a black man can lead, a black woman can lead. We're not, I'm going back to what I said when we first started this podcast, we're not just maids, mamas, mammies, and we're not just that. We're strong enough to lead if given the opportunity, or if we have to, we can lead. But the black man, instead of supporting us, instead of supporting her, was like, oh no, I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I didn't hear any of that when Hillary was trying to run. It was just, oh, it's a woman trying to run. But no, a black woman's trying to run. Now, wait a minute. I kept seeing so many reels popping up all over social media of black men talking about, she can't. I was like, what is happening? You Negroes act like you just got dropped out of the sky. All of y'all came from a black woman. What is happening right now?
Oh, you saying a lot, Mama Noise. You saying a
See,
lot.
what is happening right there? Like, we don't want her to. I was like, what? You know her personally? For what I see, you ain't even did the research.
You saying a lot.
It just blew. And to me, when you hear our own people, the ones that be saying, I got you, fam. Those are the ones that was like, shoot, I'd rather vote for this fool instead. That blows my mind. I flabbergasted is my word, because I can't even process how, when you choose between the two, that's what they chose.
Yeah. Cuz, I'd love to hear your thoughts, sir.
I was disgusted by the results. You know, I didn't block anybody. I'm not going to block anyone. I didn't delete anyone, because I like the language that I use towards those SOBs. If you have the audacity to post it, I have the audacity to come at you for your post.
Okay.
So if I block you, then I can't see your ignorant shit. So I can call you out on your ignorant shit if I see it, and I will call you out on it. I know it's your page. I know you can post whatever you want to post, but it's a free world. I can say what the hell I want to say too.
Also true.
So until you block me, you're gonna keep getting a mouthful from me calling you out on your ignorant shit. It was disgusting to see it, but I'm not surprised. The vast majority of us are in sync. But the
We're in what?
deterioration, the vast majority of us are in sync with one another.
In sync. Got you. Okay.
Black people. But the deterioration of that unity has been taking place for some time between the black male and the black woman. We narrowed it down to relationships between the black man and the black woman.
Right.
But it's much deeper than that. And we have allowed it to happen. We have okayed it for a long time. Excusing black men for choosing Becky over a black woman when he makes it. And we still yet support and cheer that SOB on. We have to check ourselves as to who we support and who we don't support. If you can't support a black woman, you've never had the support of me. Period. Now, I'm called out all kind of names because of that, defender of the earth, whatever else you want to call me. That don't matter to me. I will stand with black women until the day I die. Period. That's in every aspect. Too many of us excuse and say, well, he has choice, he has options. No, you really, in my opinion, you don't have a choice. You must connect with the black woman and lift up our community. but we have okayed it. Now, when the black men don't support the black woman, we're shocked. Why in the hell are we shocked now? It's been going on. They've been treating black women like shit. And it's been okay to the vast majority of us. Or too many of us, I'd say. Too many of us. Because many of us are sick and tired of seeing it.
I think the part that discouraged me, the part that hurt me the most, because it feels like we can't expect y'all to support us. Can we expect for y'all to protect us? Can we expect black men to stand up for us? Can we just out here?
Mama knows when the son of a bitch gets the money, when the son of a bitch gets the education, who does he go to?
Not all of us.
I never would I ever say all of us.
Right.
But there is a deterioration going on. It's taking place. And we are okay with it. Every son of a bitch that I see do it, I call them out. At least amongst my circle. Because I can't stand to see it. Us okaying it over there made those guys feel okay over here by not supporting a black woman. Because our race no longer matters.
Let me jump in here. I was disappointed for several reasons. I think the initial shock and disappointment I had was that I just can't wrap my mind around why this was this hard of a decision. Like, I think I spoke into one of my either group chats or on a page or somebody had something, but I said this is the equivalent of a person going back to an abusive ex. Like, the abusive ex has beat your ass and he's lied to you, he's cheated on you, he's manipulated you, he's stolen from you. He's done all types of things to you. But for some reason, instead of walking out of the relationship once and for all, you decide to go back because he promises you he's going to do better. That's what this feels like. Like, you have evidence. We have tangible evidence that the next president of the United States is a felon. He incited a murderous riot. He has lied. He has cheated. He has stolen. We have tangible evidence, and yet that's not enough for you not to vote for him. So I was disappointed, not just in black men, but in everybody, that you couldn't step up, that we couldn't step up as a nation. But then, of course, I was very disappointed in the people that I am most closely related to and familiar with, black men, that y'all pumped out. But I should have known it was coming. And let me tell you why, because back in early or mid-July, right after the debate, Mama Noise can tell you this. I go swimming every day or every other day, guys. And I went swimming, and one of the young men there, young black man here in this state, he said to me, he said, "OG, I see you around the pool all the time, and you sound like you look like a good dude, smart dude. I see you working hard in the pool or whatever. Let me ask you a question." He said, "Are you a man of God?" I said, "I am." He said, "Okay, cool." He said, "Doesn't the Bible say we're not supposed to follow a woman?" right there, I was concerned. Because he wasn't more than 22, 23 years old. And he played on the football team, the local college football team. And if those are the kind of conversations that he's having in locker rooms or in his dorm rooms, or he got that from his daddy or his church family, we in trouble. We was in trouble. Because if black men saw that black woman and saw that felonious man and said he would make a better president to her because of biblical reasons or because black men are not supposed to follow women or whatever other lie you done told yourself, we was already in trouble. We was already in trouble. But it was shocking to see it manifest the way that it did. So yes, Mama Noise. Now let me just say this too. You can no longer call Cuz this without also calling me this, because I have definitely decided unequivocally that I am joining the army this late in life. So put me down as well. Because I just don't understand. Y'all got to make me understand why y'all felt like this overly qualified black woman couldn't lead America. Overly qualified. I got news for everybody that's listening. This black woman, if you look at her resume, was far more qualified than the black man we elected. And I love President Obama, but she was way more qualified. Way more qualified. Look at her resume. Did any of you ninjas take a look at her real resume to see the work that she's done in government, in criminal justice, in politics? Way more qualified, way more experienced. Now, he got on education. But I mean, but that's only if you believe that one school is better than another. But experience, and she's light years more qualified than the dude that won the election. So I don't understand. I don't. But also, let me say this, and then I'm gonna give it back to you guys. I don't respect anyone that went the other way. I hate to say it, and you can feel. Listen, we can work together, whatever you want to say, and but I'm always gonna look at you side eye because I don't understand you. I don't understand how you think. I don't understand how you went into a booth with all of the knowledge of who this man is and said, "That's a good choice." I don't get it.
With all of the resume, it still wasn't enough. Resume wasn't enough. Education wasn't enough. Money wasn't enough. So we always talk about all the when you're, black people, we got to do. I forgot brass tacks, and you gotta because we need to do double the amount of because we're black. So that ain't even enough. Not even double the enough. Double the education and all that. None of those things were enough. She was a woman, and the black woman was the double part that folks just couldn't support. Our male, our black men just could not support.
Why? Do you think that black men, and if you look at the numbers from an age perspective, black men in the age of 65 and up, really 45. Well, no, I go back. You can go back even further.
Yeah, you can.
And just period, they just kind of screwed her to the wall.
Mhm.
Like really, men just on average, it looks like men somewhere between 55 and 60% just completely abandoned.
Yeah.
Now, older black men, 65 and up, they came through. 93%, they came through. Um, where it starts to get crazy is men 45 to 64, black men 45 to 64, 15% of them voted for Donald Trump. Um, Same thing for men 30 to 44, same thing for men 18 to 29.
You said 18 to 29.
Yeah, they voted for um, Donald Trump about 15%.
Okay, I was going to say, because that's the type of stuff I was seeing on social media. It was blowing my mind. I'm sitting there going, huh? Really? I mean, these were young dudes that was like, man, like a woman shouldn't, they was going to a woman shouldn't lead, a woman shouldn't do this. I'm sitting there going, so then.
Let's be clear. These were young, uninformed dudes. I don't believe that anyone who understood who she was and understood the circumstances that we were in consciously voted for her. I find that hard to believe. But I do believe if you are ignorant in the sense of you don't know and understand what's going on, if you are uninformed as to the truth of what's really happening, then you probably if all you care about is your stimmy,
Oh my
you
gosh.
probably voted for her. I'm probably voted for him.
Mm.
The other thing I have a problem with, well, go ahead, cuz you want to say something. I apologize.
Okay,
You
here.
muted, cuz. Muted, yeah.
No, I was enjoying the conversation, listening to you guys. Um, we have, it boils down for me, it's very simple. We have okayed um, in our community. No longer do we care about the whole, it's all about self. What I can get for me. It's all about my choices for me, what's best for me. And we go through life with that mentality of self, 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 I, and we screw over. And I'm doing my best, Mama Noahs, to change my language because I could sure say some good words up in here to tonight.
Well, listen, we're not gonna stop you. This is a safe space.
Listen.
This is a safe space.
We have allowed them to screw over our women for themselves. When you don't value the family at the core, that's the smallest unit we have, the family unit. When you don't value the family unit, then I can come to you and talk to you about the whole of us as a community all I want. But if you're willing to destroy your own damn family, then what the fuck do you care about the whole? If you won't do right by your own that's right there with you, you really don't care about the whole because you're already destroying the whole by destroying your family. We got it twisted, and it's so twisted so long that now we're on the other end trying to figure out what happened.
The other thing that shocked me in regards to Well, that shocked me. Let me stop lying about being shocked. I was not shocked. Voting among religion. 63% of so-called Protestant or Christian voted for Donald Trump. And one of the reasons why that was stated that they didn't want to vote for Kamala Harris is that she was for transgenders, which, by the way, that was, say what you want about truth or not, him telling the truth or the lie of what that was. That ad was incredibly well done. Because if you're an ignorant person and don't do research and all you do is react to what you see, that ad was perfect for you. It was perfect. One of the things that I think the Republican Party did an outstanding job is simplifying the message to those who can't comprehend nuanced messages in politics. They just simplified it and said she's for transgenders and she wants boys in your girls' bathrooms. That's simple. No parent of daughters wants guys in the girls' bathroom. That's easy. And they did an outstanding job of putting that message out there. And then even white evangelical pastors did an even greater outstanding job of calling her the devil from pulpits. Which is ironic because to my knowledge, she's never grabbed a pussy in her life. To my knowledge. I don't know. But I've not heard any stories of her grabbing women by the vagina. Is that better, Mama Noise vagina?
Sounds better than me.
I'm just saying. To my knowledge, she's not raped anybody. She's not grabbed a vagina. She's not done anything criminal or felonious in her life. But she's the devil. You muted, Mama Noise.
I was talking to our daughters about it, and they were just, and still are just floored by this outcome. And one of them said, you know, the Bible has a story about when the Jewish people chose Barabbas over Jesus. And I was like, what are you trying to say? They're saying, I'm not trying to say that Kamala is Jesus. I'm just simply saying the people chose the murderer, chose the criminal, chose that person instead of a person that stands, you know, just there wasn't a bad person like the other person was, you know. So like I said, I wasn't trying to make, I want to make it clear, I wasn't saying that, you know, between the two that she's Jesus, and not by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just simply saying that they chose, the scripture says, you know, that the people weren't satisfied with the God being their king, and they wanted to choose one for themselves. And so he let them choose one for themselves. And then they got what they got. And this is where we are right now. People chose who they wanted. And now the backlash. It ain't hit yet. And I'm bracing myself. I told people many times for the past couple of months or so, y'all need to be praying, period. Just pray. This is the same man who January 6th. Have y'all forgotten? I don't understand. I guess people don't care about what, it doesn't matter. It just, I don't know. I can't even make sense of it all.
I had a Wahite associate of mine stand up in a group of us as we were talking, and he said that COVID was fake, and January 6th was a setup. You know who he voted for.
But he's right about it being a setup. It was a setup. You can't get that many people to come together and do what they did without setting it up. He's 100% correct. And it was set up by the same person he voted for.
Well, that
So
wasn't the
in
set. That
that
wasn't
we
the setup
agree.
he was talking about.
Oh, I know what he was talking about. I know the ignorant lie that he believes, but in that we can agree it wasn't set up.
I mean, and then those same people say, no, it was like when President Obama won the election, it was Russia. Russia had a hand in the election. They had a hand in it. Then when Donald Trump wins, well, what? You trying to blame Russia this time too? I don't know.
You know, it's real clear to me why they vote for him.
Oh, it is to me as
well. Donald Trump has done an excellent job. This white, prestigious billionaire, raised with a silver spoon in his mouth, has always lived an affluent lifestyle, playboy lifestyle in Manhattan, has convinced Wahites all over this country that he cares about them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, how he did that was really, really simple. He convinced them that he cares about the social issues that they care about.
Yeah. He don't
That's
care
all
about
he
their
did.
financial status. He just cares about their social problems.
Social issues.
Which is why he's already announced that he's coming after funding for schools who support LGBTQ. Why he's already said he's going to break anybody supporting those type of things. He's going to eliminate your public government funding. There's going to be investigations, and he's willing to even arrest those people who are willing to engage in that type of rhetoric and ideology.
There is a segment of the white population in this country, and there's feedback. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you. We don't hear any feedback on our end.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gone. Okay.
Okay.
There is a segment of the Wahite population that believes that our society is equal, that our society is just. So there's no need to set aside any quotas. There's no need for any preferences in college admissions.
Yeah.
There's no need to lift up a people that were held down for over 200 years in this country. There's no need to do that. So when you speak to those people on those issues and you tell them I stand with you on those issues, that's why the man could say, I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and kill somebody and my supporters won't leave me. That's because they don't care about anything that he does as long as he supports them on those social issues.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the scariest part, but let me ask this question this way. I was going to say this differently, but let me ask the question this day to you and Mama Noah. Who are you more disappointed in? Or whose lack of support was more detrimental to the whole cause? That of the black man or that of the Christian church? There's Al.
Well, I want to throw in one more because I believe the support of the Hispanic male
We can
is
throw
the
them in
worst.
as well. We can throw them in as well.
I believe that's the worst.
The Hispanic
And
male was the worst to you.
and the reason why I say that is because blacks in our society, some, I don't mean all.
Yeah.
I'm not dare saying all, but they feel that they have arrived. I can now date who I want and live where I want and have just what the white folks have. All I got to do is go get it. Well, Hispanics are a little different though. Hispanics generally stay together in their communities.
Typically.
Typically, they stay together. So they're not necessarily trying to commingle with Wahites. They're just trying to live in their community the best way they can. So it's surprising to me that they uh, didn't as a group stand with her and against him because of who he is. Black people are divided. And I don't mean 50-50. 70% voted for. So, but we as a race have become gradually more and more divided on issues. We're no longer a reliable block for the Democratic Party. Now, black women still are, but black men have been dipping their yeah, you know what I'm saying,
I
over
do.
there over there in that cream a long time. Uh, Therefore, feeling like a Clarence Thomas, a O.J. Simpson, a J.C. Watts, and so forth and so on, that they have arrived. So they don't have to vote issues that matter to black people. They vote issues that matter to them and their pocketbooks. And I'm just surprised that Hispanics did the same thing. The Hispanic males did the same thing. That's very surprising because generally they're tighter than a frog's ass. You know, that's pretty tight.
I didn't realize that we would make that comparison tonight. But it's where we are tonight. We're making some strong comparisons. Oh man. Al, it's good to have you back.
I am happy to be back. Got a strong signal.
The pride is back. The pride is back.
Yeah, the pride is back. Absolutely. A batch of information is starting to come out right now. Some new information is coming out right now about the cabinet. So for those who are Susie Wiles has been deemed the chief of staff, which I think she was his campaign manager anyway, so that's not surprising. Yes.
Let me address that one issue because I had a Wahite friend. I told y'all I didn't block him.
Right.
I'm not gonna block him. I'm not gonna block him. I had a Wahite friend that posted on social media that the things that Donald Trump has already accomplished. He's not even in office and he's already doing great things. And one of the things they named was the selection of the first woman to be a chief of staff.
Yes.
And I had to tell that SOB, listen, when in the hell have Republicans cared about the first? Because every time the first is done within the Democrat Party, you guys put them down.
Right.
He wasn't born here. She must have fucked her way to the top. She must have. I'm sorry. She must have
That's what they
screwed her
said,
way
Mama
to.
Noise.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She must have sucked on some. Y'all know what I'm saying.
That's what they said.
So you put down the first, but yet all of a sudden now in your hypocritical, with your hypocritical mentality, you say he's done something great. The first woman secretary, I mean, the first woman chief of staff.
Yeah.
I told him what a piece of shit he was for posting that too.
Well, he's not done. Some of the more key things, and you can look up who these people are on your own. Bill McGinley is his a White House counselor, so he's gonna be in his ear. Pete Hegseth has been announced as the Secretary of Defense. And it looks like his whole experience of being Secretary of Defense is he's a veteran of the National Army National Guard, and he did tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, Guantanamo Bay as an infantry officer. And during his military service, he was awarded 2 Bronze Stars and a Combat Infantryman badge. And now he is the Secretary of Defense.
Let me be clear about this. As a veteran, I do not understand any veteran that would vote for Donald Trump.
I don't either.
The things the man has said. Listen, those generals have no reason to lie on that man, but that man has a reason to lie.
Right.
The man said out of his own mouth that he doesn't understand why people will make the ultimate sacrifice. He doesn't understand the Presidential Medal of Honor. I mean the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes they're so badly beat up and mangled that they really can't appreciate the award. So he can give out the Presidential Medal of Honor to his contributors. And he thinks that's better than the Congressional Medal of Honor given to soldiers that have been wounded in war. And you still vote for him? You still excuse that?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Christy Noem, who is the governor of South Dakota. You probably seen her trolling on immigration throughout the campaign. She is now the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. John Ratcliffe is over the CIA. Mark Rubio, who sold his soul, is now over as the Secretary of State.
Is that little Marco?
Little Marco. Yeah, little Marco Rubio. He done come up. He's over Secretary of State now. Tom Homan is the border czar, whatever that is.
I gotta be border czar.
He's the acting head of ICE. That's what that is.
I get it, but I'm saying I've been hearing it being dubbed the czar. It's like
because Donald Trump's in bed with the Russians.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying y'all ain't pick up on that.
Yeah.
We don't do czars.
He's testing language. He's testing language, people. He's testing language because he's going to try some things out, see if he can get away with it.
Oh yeah. You 100% right.
Now, I actually like this one. The ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. I actually kind of respect Mike Huckabee. Kind of.
Damn, Mike Huckabee.
No, I understand that, but I I mean, he probably sold his soul to. One of the scariest one is the Department of Government Efficiency will now be. I didn't even know where it was, the Department of Government Efficiency. This is a new department. Yeah, this is a new department called the DOGE. And this is where this is going to be co-ran by Vivek Ramaswamy, and Elon Musk. They're going to lead this together. So any new department that's being ran by those two, you know that can't be good.
Listen, all those Wahites that voted for Donald Trump in middle America that take all that government assistance, whether it be farm aid, whether it be welfare, they take a lot of it. They about to get cut. They about to get cut.
Yeah. They don't know it yet.
They about to get cut.
They don't know how bad it's going to get yet, but it's about to get bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about to get bad.
You know, every time I know this is wild, but I think about the last time that he ran for office and how he showed up in Virginia and told them coal miners that he was going to find a way to make coal relevant so that they wouldn't lose their jobs, so they would be able to provide for their families. And I mean, as quick got ready right after he got into office. It's like, you know, thanks for the vote, and stepped right over them. Ain't nobody said nothing or heard nothing about coal. And he just left those people in the dust. But he's like, look, thanks for your vote. That's all I wanted to do was convince y'all to vote for me.
Well, it's hard to fault the man for a winning strategy.
Look,
because it sure worked.
Well, I want to see him dance this dance that he's gonna have to dance after sucking on Elon Musk tallywacky. I want to see how he gonna dance the dance of coal versus battery.
Say it one more time.
How is he gonna dance the dance after embracing Elon Musk?
Right.
How is he gonna dance the dance of coal, gasoline, fuel versus battery?
Yeah.
Renewable.
Al, you got something on that? No. I mean, I'm not surprised, and I don't want to regurgitate anything that y'all said while I was absent. I'm not surprised by the African American community and their decision not to get behind Kamala Harris. Mainly black men, mainly the demographic 18 to 24, because we've always been our own worst enemy. So I'm not surprised by that. I'm surprised by the, like I said before I went away, I'm surprised by our brown brothers and sisters, the Latino, Hispanic community. Even in the fear of mass deportation, they chose to support President Trump. I just wanted to see if I could say that.
Yeah, but you know what, Al? Until I really thought I was thinking about it and understood it, I was surprised too. But then I started kind of doing my own little homework on it, and I realized a lot of Hispanic men desire, especially those with some measure of education, they desire not to be considered, put in the same category as immigrants anymore. They want to assimilate fully to America, up to and including being considered as white adjacent.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work, but that's what they want.
When the early morning knocks at the doors start happening, we'll see about that. When Aunt Rosa and Uncle Jose end up in the back of an ice van, we'll see how they feel about that.
But I think they don't. Some of them don't have a problem with them going, them being locked up.
We'll see. We'll see. And again, I'm not surprised by any of the qualified people that are being placed in such esteemed offices in this country. But what I want us to do is focus on the shift. Look at the representation in these positions. Where are the coons that bear your armor, carried your banner, led you into battle in some of these strategic communities? Where's their placement in your cabinet?
Oh, they didn't get a placement.
So
far, they have not got one so far.
So again, I'm not surprised of any of this. However, I am okay. It took me about 3-4 days, but I'm okay. Because at the end of this, I think I will be in a position not to gloat, but to simply say, you got what you wanted. Look where we are. So there is a conservative Supreme Court, a conservative House of Representatives, a conservative Senate, a conservative White House. Nearly, what was it, 42? How many states were red?
It was a lot.
Yeah, quite a bit. So y'all have the power. Y'all have the ability to make things right or just to simply make things white. And I think their sole purpose is to make things white.
Well, let me say this to the race, the House race, because that is an interesting part of this. As of right now, like 1 minute ago, it's been updated. Republicans have 215 seats. Democrats have 210, and there are 13 races left to be decided. Republicans need 3 for control. Democrats need, they need pretty much, they don't need all of them. They need 8. And these races are in interesting places. Alaska at large, I feel like that was probably going Republican. The Arizona could go either way because it's only 4,900 votes that separates the 2 candidates right now.
Are these races being challenged? Is that why they haven't been?
No, they haven't finished counting the votes. They have not been finished counting the votes yet. Alaska's at 50%. Arizona 6 is at 86% with 4,900 vote margin. The California 9th is at 7,000 votes with 71% votes counted. California 13th is within 3,000 votes. The Democratic challenger is leading there at 57%. Last time, the Republican challenger lost by 600 votes in the California 13th. In the California 21st, the congressman leads, the Democratic incumbent leads by just 1,300 votes, with 64% counted so far. In the California 22nd, the Republican is leading by 9,500 votes. But that Republican is also somebody that wanted to impeach Donald Trump, by the way, also. So I don't know who he is or whatever. Let's see. They're saying that Newhouse, the Democrat, is going to win that ultimately. The California 41st is separated by 7,500 votes with 81% total. The incumbent is winning there by 7,500. And in the California 45th, the incumbent, Michelle Steele, is up by 3,900 votes with 84% tally. In the California 47th, with 3,200 votes tallied, Katie Porter is holding on to that seat, but barely.
I say, give it all to him. Just give it all to him. Just give it all to him. Let him have it all. And we might as well go and start clutching the pearls and putting your big girl panties on. Hold on to your guitar, Bubba. This thing's about to get rocky. Give it all to him. And LB, I will gloat. I will gloat. Because it's not going to go the way they think it's going to go.
No, absolutely not. These rural wahites that are sucking down 72% of welfare in this country, when their benefits get cut, when
It's
these services that are so freely provided for a lot of our veterans, God bless them, thank you for your service. But when those benefits start getting cut, it's coming. You worried about transgenders and women, men being in the bathroom. That's gonna be the least of your worries. In about 3 years, it's gonna take 2 years for them to get anything. It's gonna take another 2 years for the realization to be seen, and then it's gonna take another 3, 4, 5 years to fix the crap that they about to tear up. It's like a hurricane. Comes in, it's gone in a few hours, but the cleanup efforts take years.
Yeah. It can get ugly. Real
I don't
fast.
know how many times between Wednesday and Saturday, because it honestly was Saturday before I had any calm. Regardless of what I posted on Facebook, it was about Saturday before I had any calm. And I kept telling myself, if the children of Israel did it for 430 years in Egypt, I'm going to be okay after 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way America's burning right now on both ends, it may be less than 4 years, but hey.
Well, so that brings us to something I did want to do before we got off here tonight. In that, what can we give? Is there any hope we can give those who tried to do the right thing? You tried to go into a voter's booth and make the right choice, and you were not wrong. It just did not work out in the way you thought it would. What hope can we give them tonight?
Honestly, Lord, I don't think they need hope. And this is just my opinion. The fact that they had enough courage, enough what's the word I'm looking for? They felt obligated. They understood the suffering that our ancestors did just to have the right to vote. The fact
Em-
that they did that, I think
em-
they are already filled with hope.
yeah, empathy. They had empathy to be able to see beyond themselves and to see a better world that we could have. Listen,
It's the individuals that chose not to participate that need hope. Those are the ones that need hope.
yeah, I don't care about them.
I ain't got
Uh,
shit for them. I ain't got shit
yeah,
for them.
I don't care. And I know that sounds cruel, but I guess what I'm saying is, I don't know what made any of us in this world think that success for all was supposed to be easy.
Mm,
It's not.
mm, mm,
It never has been.
mm.
Success, period, is not easy. And so we're going to balance a world as complicated, or we're going to balance a concept called democracy in this country. I don't know what made you all think that this was supposed to be this easy, and that it was okay to alienate a sect of people as if there were no consequences, as if they're not going to respond. They're going to respond. And so this is going to be this. I do think it's going to be kind of a rocky ride for the next 4 years, and even more specifically the next 18 months. I think it's going to be a rocky ride. Now it could be longer. It could be longer. We don't know, but we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. But this is the moment where I don't know what God voted for Donald Trump, but the one I serve, I trust him. I don't know what God I don't know what God you serve that made you go in and vote for Donald Trump, but the one I serve, I
I
think
know
I
I
think
know
he's
I
gonna get
know
us
what
right.
God it was. I know what God it was.
So my message to those who are watching this is, take care of your family. Prepare yourself. Don't be ignorant of the world we live in and the world that is to come. Prepare yourself the best way you can. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
I
Yeah,
think I I think giving them the keys to all the locks is the best thing that can happen. We don't need the checks and balances this one time. We need for them to go there and enact all the Project 2025 that they want to enact. You were warned over and over and over again about it. And once it starts happening, just put your big girl panties on. Hold on to your good talk. We're gonna be all right.
my
Talk
my
about
my
that.
only my only
Go ahead.
fear in all of this is the appointment of 6 more Supreme Court justices. That is my
That
only
is
fear in all of this.
that is scary. That is scary.
Right, and all conservative, because we've never seen that in this country. An
You
imbalance.
imagine how long it would take to overcome a 10-3 majority?
Long time, long time.
Yeah. We've never seen a completely imbalanced,
Right.
irrational Supreme Court. It's never happened. But it's about to.
Politically minded. Just
Right,
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 right.
right. But it's about to, though.
yeah.
It's about to.
Nothing that they proposed uh, is based on law.
No,
Nothing.
nope. All politics. Right
So,
wing agenda.
yep.
I don't even know if it's a right wing agenda. It's more of just a Donald Trump agenda. Like, it's what he wants to do. It's the closest this country has ever come to a monarchy.
Do y'all think these 34 felonies are going to go away?
Oh, they already have.
They're going away.
They already have. There's no way he's going to. Well, he's going to pardon himself.
No, they're gonna go away before that.
Yeah. And he's already threatened the AG in New York. She better not even think about trying to bring up a charge. Now, she might try, but I would tell her
Yeah,
why.
I mean, after January, there won't be any opportunity to prosecute anything he does.
No.
The Supreme Court's already granted him executive authority to do illegal things.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just getting started. So I would just say protect your family. That's my only advice to those and the hope that I give you. If you look after your family, you'll be okay. You'll get through this. We as people have survived far worse.
Yeah.
So just make sure you take care of your family. Protect yourself.
Find your relative that's got it ain't even got to be an acre, but got enough yard for you to put your garden in, start growing your own vegetables. Watch the videos. Get you some greens and tomatoes and onions and roots in the ground, because it's gonna be tough the next 4 years.
My advice is don't let them slide. Call them out on their bullshit. Every chance you get, when you see it, call them out on it. I will
Yeah,
not
because
back down. I will not back down
ain't
from
ain't
that.
ain't ain't we 8 days overdue? Well, I'll subtract it. Ain't we 7 days overdue for the end of the Russian-Ukrainian war?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he said within 24 hours of being elected, not being in office, he said being elected, he'd make one phone call and it'd be over.
I
Yep.
thought he's gotten some Koreans and over in the Ukraine is getting some Korean soldiers and
North Koreans.
yeah, let me clarify, North Koreans.
Yeah, North Koreans, they going to fight with Russia.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah, Eric, you're right. The judge was supposed to rule today.
Yeah, he
We
delayed
all
that.
forgot about it today. You're right.
Yeah, he delayed that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's not going to spend a day in jail.
Yeah, they're going to try to delay that till after inauguration, and then somehow or another find a loophole. Although he was convicted prior to uh, him being in office, but we'll see.
Yeah. And I'm with you, cuz my only thing to those when it starts to go left is going to be, but this what you voted for, ain't it?
Oh
That's
yeah.
what you said you wanted. You're getting what you
Oh
wanted.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is America being great, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're
Isn't
trying to make it great again.
this the
Oh
ain't
yeah.
this the great America that you asked for?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But you know what? Maybe this is the wake up call that all of America needs. Maybe it is. Because when it goes left and it goes so bad, maybe it will cause a uprising to such a degree to where finally we won't have things like this ever happen again. Who knows? Maybe I can hold out the hope for that.
I believe you are correct. It will cause there to be a shift in policies moving forward after this presidency. Yeah, I believe so.
And maybe it would cause a tightening up of the Constitution as well. And all of those gray areas and loose areas, maybe that'll get tightened up as well, where we won't have guys like this can't slip through the cracks anymore.
You know, I believe in my heart, and I say this loud and clear. White folks ain't never gave a damn about their Constitution. Now, that's my honest opinion. They've only cared about it where they could benefit from it.
I was just
They've
going to say,
never-
if you mean that only in the place that they benefit, then I can agree with that.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
they've never cared about the Constitution that benefits all. They've never cared about that. Only that benefits their back pockets, their society, their community.
Yeah. Well, like I said, here we go. So, is there anything else that we want to share with everybody? Mama Noise, you got any final words of encouragement that you want to give to people? By the way, we will be bringing back uncorked wine for this 4 years because y'all gonna need it. y'all gonna need them drinks so Saturday.
Wow.
At the top of the year, we're bringing it back. He'll get inaugurated on the 20th, whatever that weekend is. We'll be bringing it back then. That's when you gonna need it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mama Noise.
I don't know. I'm still kind of stunned.
Don't fake it, Mama Noise. If you ain't got no encouraging word yet, don't give them nothing.
You know, I've always been an encourager,
You have been.
so I can't be one without encouraging one.
Okay.
You better know Jesus Christ. That's my hope. My hope is in him. So
There's Big Ron, by the way. Good to see you, brother. You better know Jesus Christ, you say. Oh.
yeah. Now I can't hear you at all.
He said you better know Jesus Christ, huh, Mama Noise?
I mean, I don't know what that's the hope. He is the hope of glory. I mean, without him, all is lost, man.
Yep. Somebody asked me, they said, how could a Christian God let something like this happen? And I said, you need to read your Bible. You've been letting stuff like this happen. You think it's the first time that the people rejected who God wanted y'all to have? You think it's the first time people didn't recognize which person God wanted us to have? Go read your Bible. It's all through the Bible. Babylon would constantly go into captivity because the people wanted a certain leader or a certain this or a certain that. It happened all the time. The first time.
All the time. Hell, Canaan was 11 days from me. Look, Canaan was 11 days from Egypt.
Right. This ain't the first time in history. This is just another time in history. But also in the Bible, things tend to get better after those moments took place. After people got in captivity and it got real, real bad, things tend to get better after that.
There is always a blessing in the lesson.
So I believe that it will get better. All right, we've done all we can do for you, but hopefully we can start the healing process, people. Hope we can start the healing process.
No, this ain't the healing process. This is the preparation.
This is the acceptance tonight. We're accepting it
This is when you pour. This is when you pour the alcohol in the womb just to get it prepared for the procedure. Yeah, this is the preparatory stage.
I feel like alcohol sales, both medical and medicinal, are going to go up tremendously in 2025. So if you want to start a wine or a gin or a vodka, now is the time.
Yeah. I got a question. I'm sorry, and I know you're trying to wrap up. Did any of y'all get the notification about your plantation pickup?
I did not. I heard it was going around.
Yeah, it was a random text alert going around, telling you that you were going to get picked up on such and such by such and such color van, and you were to report the plantation A, B, C, or D.
Yeah, I saw that text going around.
I did not receive it, but a couple people I'm close to.
Yeah, I didn't get the text, so thankfully I avoided that lottery.
I did hear the White House respond to that, saying that it came from Poland or someplace like that, someplace overseas. End up being the actual responsible party for sending that out to random people, but it just caused so much chaos. And I will tell you another thing before we leave tonight is talk to your kids, because listen, kids that got those text messages and stuff, it was causing chaos in the schools and stuff. And you gotta talk. We gotta talk to our kids. You gotta keep them informed and help them to know what to do, because it was like the Hispanics was calling black kids monkeys, and they was going back and forth, and they was like, "Well, look, I got ice on speed dial." Look, they just trying to. It's turning into a chaotic situation. Educate your kids.
Yeah. All right. I hate to leave on such a somber note. Is there anything like we can celebrate before we go?
We can celebrate the life and legacy of the late great Quincy Jones.
Man, I'm gonna say something that people may not understand. Well, cuz don't love Quincy because he married a white woman. So it's true.
But look how many black women he rescued.
He rescued a lot of black women now. He did, cuz he did. Ron asked me a special question. Let's see what I can find for him.
So, Mama Noise, it's feedback with your mic. It's muted? Okay.
It is now, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Let me mute mine. See, is it mine?
Yep. It was yours.
It was just the atmosphere. I think it's just picking up the atmosphere where he's at.
Sorry, Mama Noise. Sorry about that.
Now, I got my oscillating fan going in the background.
That's funny to me.
Ain't it cold in Kentucky? It's not cold there yet?
It ain't cold in my house. I can control it here, not out there.
By the way, we're getting rid of Pickwick Nickel Pass. Just FYI. When we bring back Uncorked Wine, there will be no more Pickwick Nickel Pass. We'll probably do some videos, but not that. Because I don't know if none of you ninjas are coming to the... There's too much tension right now where we can't take no chances of who can come to the picnic. Black and white. Some of y'all, it might just be people we know at this point. I don't know.
They can curd their ass to Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
German potato salad.
Yeah. It's too much tension. Let me do this for Ron because he couldn't be with us tonight, but he asked for this. This is for Ron, my boy.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making my temperature dey rise? If you leave me a good time.
That's just for Ron. It ain't got nothing to do with me, Mama Noise. That ain't what I wanted to see. But
You
Ron said he
Negroes
wanted
didn't show up for black women for the election, but you want to show one on screen shaking her butt?
Okay, Mama Noise, if you feel that way about it, let me see what I can find for you.
No,
Let
I
me
don't.
see.
You ain't got to show nothing for me.
Oh my Lord.
No, I'll find something for you, Mama Noise. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't think.
no, it's all right.
No, I didn't think about it that
No,
way. You're right. You're right.
Done said it. Y'all done let us know how y'all feel.
But Mama Noise, in Ron's defense, he did vote. He did vote for Kamala. So he ain't one of them. That's all I was saying. Mama, no, we had to bring some levity to the night. It's been tense all night.
What's your
They
levity?
shooting at shit, Mama Noise. They shooting at us. They shooting at the plane. It's ugly out here in these streets.
First of all, they shot at the raggedy planes of Spirit and JetBlue.
Well, it's not American too.
Look.
Everybody getting these bullets. Cuz we cut you off. We cut you off. You was gonna say something. What was you gonna say? You probably done forgot by now.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
How dare you call us a shithole country? Take your big birds and get away.
Listen.
Quincy Jones.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord, this there's no way this is well.
Listen, I respect. It's feedback, Albie.
I apologize.
Okay, there we go.
Just muted out.
I respect what the genius did for the culture musically. I respect the number of people that he brought along with him on that journey. But let's be real. That was making money. Those were deals. Listen, if you have talent, I'd be a fool not to use your talent in order to make money. The true test of who you are is who you lay down with at night. That's all I got to say about that.
Wait, what? What just happened? I just
I was forced to mute, so I can't respond.
I am as stern and straight on this issue as I ever will be. It will not change. I don't give a damn how talented you are or what how much money you got. I don't care about none of that. If you can't bring a black woman along with you, you can't lay down with a black woman, you're sending the wrong message to the community.
Well, damn. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone and let that stand by itself. Let it breathe like a vintage wine. Let it breathe like a vintage wine. But I'm gonna say I love my black woman. I support my black woman. I encourage my black woman, my black women. I'm gonna continue to do so, and I'm gonna leave the rest up, But I want us to do better, and maybe this 4 years will force us to do better. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this.
I think it really will. I think it's
I
gonna
hope so.
force us in a position where we have to focus more on family, and I hope family first and then community. But I think it's gonna put us in a position that we have to do that.
100%. I'll be 100%.
Yeah. All righty. I thought I could give y'all some other good news, but there really ain't a whole lot of. I mean, It's not a lot of great stuff out there. Like I even want now. Keep in mind, my guys here, they're a little down as well. Because in addition to the ridiculousness that's going on in politics, their team ain't right. No, I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm just saying it's rough. It's a rough time in America right now. America ain't right. America's team ain't right. Well, I don't think that was necessary because to be leave like that.
No, I have no issues. I'm accustomed to the lifestyle in which we as Cowboy fans live. But
Right,
you
you settled in. See,
the just got wind today that the $240 million man is out for the season.
right.
So
Oh, praise
talk
the
about
Lord. Ron will
talk
be
about
back.
a holdup.
He will be officially back on December 13th. Praise the Lord.
I thought he was getting rid of his kids.
No. Hell no.
Those are my freedom papers.
I got some freedom papers today for my team that at the practice today there was no first team rep quarterback.
Where DJ at?
What I just say? What I just say? What I just say? They're looking for a new first team rep quarterback. Praise the Lord. The nightmare is officially over. Giants fans can breathe again.
What says this about a man or a team where you were granted a 200 and whatever million guaranteed contract?
Right.
You are deemed team captain.
Yep.
You are voted as the team's Walter Payton Man of the Year representative.
Yep.
And you stand on the sideline and mouth the words, "We effing suck."
All those things that you just spoke are true. Now I don't understand those things, but they are true.
Yeah.
They are true. But it could be worse now. Could have a quarterback who's been there 6 years and still can't throw a 7-yard in. No, Mama Noise, what we're trying to say is that things can always be worse. No, Jay Jordan, you the one gave up on us. I didn't give up on you. You gave up on us. So, deja vu, those words are back on you. I do want to give another shout out real quick. Can I give a real shout out real quick, Mama Noise? I'll mute real quick so I can bring you into this conversation. Shout out to once again the great Kendrick Lamar, who is taking the greatest diss song victory lap of all time. So now, in addition to dominating the year and having the #1 single on Billboard for like ever, and being asked to perform at the Super Bowl, he has now been nominated for 7 Grammys for releasing one song.
Well,
If that ain't a victory lap, I don't know what is. That's impressive. That's impressive.
it's true.
That is impressive. Jay Jordan, you gave up on us. You can come back here and apologize to the people because you let the people down. You acting real Hispanic right now, Jay Jordan. You acting real Hispanic. Medica is great. Again. Ron, you got the link if you want to come here and just say hi, because we'd love to hear about your departure. We're going to let the people go. We love y'all. We hope this helped a little bit just to hear our perspective. We'll be back next week or whenever. We'll be back. Y'all know. We'll let you know. But we'll be back. That's all I want you to know. Don't miss no, I ain't take my shot. You come back and I got way more shots. I'm sorry. I'm arguing with Jay in the chat. Don't miss what am I telling them not to miss, Mama Noise? Oh, Believe in the ACC this weekend. What a week this was in ACC sports. It was crazy. And now with Miami going down, with Georgia Tech taking Miami down and Pitt losing, all of a sudden Louisville has a chance, not a great chance, but a chance. And then it's gonna get weird these last couple of weeks. Like, it's gonna get weird. This rest of this month, I sense upsets everywhere. I really do. So where they coming from, we'll find out. And man, yeah, tune in Thursday for that. And we will be back to do all that. But love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Talkin NOIZ. Should we close? What should we close with? Just the outro? Okay.